This is Faye Jones, and you are listening to Becoming Her. Today we are tackling why Christian women burn out and how to stop it. That phrase matters. Why Christian women burn out is not a mystery. It is a pattern. And if you can see the pattern, you can interrupt it and reclaim your peace. Let's get honest. Burnout is not just being tired. Burnout is when your mind, body, and spirit are running on fumes while you are still pressing the gas. Psychologists describe it as emotional exhaustion, depersonalization, and reduced sense of accomplishment. In plain language, you feel drained, disconnected, and like nothing you do is ever enough. The Bible speaks to this too. Proverbs 4:23 says, "Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. When you stop guarding the gates, everything gets in, and peace gets pushed out." The first reason many of us burn out is FOMO, the fear of missing out. FOMO is the anxious belief that if you do not say yes to everything, you will fall behind, be forgotten, or forfeit opportunity. Here is the problem. FOMO breeds overcommitment. You end up more invested in projects than the people who started them. You volunteer help that quietly turns into ownership. You join every activity because it looks productive from the outside, while your inner life is unraveling. Ecclesiastes 4:6 tells the truth about that trade. Better to have one handful with quietness than two handfuls with hard work and chasing the wind. Choose quietness over constant chasing. Choose one handful done with peace. The second reason is a lack of boundaries. Boundaries are the God given lines that define what you are responsible for and what you are not. Galatians 6:5 says each person should carry their own load. That means I carry mine, you carry yours. I had to learn this the hard way. My love language is service. I gave so much that I was enabling people to stay stuck. I was Miss Fix It All. When I stopped rescuing, two things happened. The weight came off my shoulders and the people around me began to grow because they finally felt the discomfort that leads to change. Boundaries with others sound like this: your lack of planning is not my emergency. Boundaries with yourself sound like this: I will not say yes to prove my worth. Matthew 5:37 gives a simple framework. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. The third reason is unrealistic expectations. Many of us hold ourselves to showroom standards while living a real life with real limits. There was a season when I expected a perfect home, perfect meals, perfect work output, perfect motherhood, and perfect ministry presence. The schedule did not care that my baby did not sleep, my body did. By the time my first child was 6 months old, my soul was tapped out and my mind was fraying. It was not a character flaw, it was a capacity issue. Psalm 127:2 says, "It is useless for you to work so hard from early morning until late at night, for God gives rest to his loved ones." Rest is not a reward for finishing. Rest is a rhythm that keeps you faithful. So, how do you stop the cycle and prevent burnout as a Christian woman without losing your edge or your vision? Start with exposure, circle, and belief. Exposure. Audit your inputs. The brain is plastic, which means it rewires based on repeated experience. If your daily diet is crisis, conflict, and comparison, you are training your nervous system to live in alarm. Guard your gates. Replace noise with scripture, skill building, and truthful conversations that call you higher. Circle. Audit your people. Your inner circle should reinforce peace, not fight it. When you tighten your boundaries, the right relationships grow stronger and the wrong ones fall away. That is not cruelty, that is stewardship. Belief. Audit your core truth. If the belief under your grind is, I must do more to be valuable, you will burn out. If the belief under your work is, I am called, resourced, and loved by God, you will build with wisdom. Jeremiah 29. 11 reminds you of his intention, plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. Work from that promise, not toward it. If you are listening and you see yourself in this, here's your reset. First, subtract one commitment this week, not next month, this week. Second, set one boundary you will hold without apology. Third, honor one non negotiable rest block. Put it on the calendar and keep it. Action kills fear, alignment restores peace. You are not here to live exhausted and resentful. You are here to build what God can bless. Guard your heart, guard your energy, guard your assignment. Thank you for spending this time with me on Becoming Her. If this episode helped you name the pattern and take your peace back, subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Amazon Music, and leave a review so more women can step into this work with us.